According to the ancient writings of the Kojiki, the god Izanagi escaped from the world of the afterlife. He underwent a ceremony of purification during which the three great gods Amaterasu, Tsukiyomi, and Susanoo were born. Each became ruler of a separate kingdom. Amaterasu controlled the god's home, the celestial plain of Takamagahara. Tsukuyomi controlled the land of night, while Susanoo controlled the sea country Uraha. But Susanoo became dissatisfied and climbed to Takamagahara, where he devastated the fields and burned the houses. Finally, he flayed the skin from the heavenly dappled coat and threw it into Amaterasu's womb. Amaterasu fled and hid herself in the caves of heaven, and at that point the earth was cloaked in darkness, and 10,000 evils were unleashed. It was a time of great sorrow. Eventually, Susanoo was forced out of Takamagahara. He fled down to the underworld kingdom of Izumo. There he was confronted by the great eight-tailed serpent of Yamata. A great battle ensued as the serpent grew a mighty sword from one of its tails. But eventually, Susanoo was triumphant. Having killed the serpent of Yamata, Susanoo would henceforth be known by his new title, the God of Darkness.
Piece of pottery, notice the snake motif of the handle. It's typical of the period. During the Jomon era in the Suwa Valley where the Togarishi ruins are, it seems there was once a very large community. We now know that these people worshipped a serpent god. This ties in neatly with the old legend that people whose ancestors come from the region allegedly have a few scales or a serpent's crest hidden on their skin.
Crest? I didn't know.
Well, it is only a legend. I wouldn't be inclined to take it too seriously if I were you. Goodbye, Takashi.
How do you know my name?
Mitaka. A special express service for Tokyo has arrived at platform 3.
The only one who will ever get close to Brahman is Takashi.
Late tonight?
I'm starving. You know, when I was at the museum today, I met this strange old man called Takeuchi.
Excuse me. Takeshi, that is your name, isn't it?
Yes?
My name is Koizumi. Years ago, I used to be a great friend of your father's.
I see. My father died when I was very young.
That's right. He was murdered. You did know that, didn't you? It happened 10 years ago now. He was found stabbed to death in amongst a small grove of trees.
Why do you want to talk to me about this now?
Well, the case was never solved, and as a friend, there was no way I was going to let it just drop. Wouldn't you like to see someone take another look at the facts?
Yeah, but...
That's what I thought. Your father was doing some sort of research up at Suwa, wasn't he? I was hoping there'd be some clues amongst his personal effects. Were you able to find any clues as to what happened amongst your father's effects?
This old book was the only thing I could find. I don't know what it's about, though.
Let's have a look. The Secret Journal of Shinano by Kiran Muroi. This is a rare book from the Edo period. It's about Saburo Koga and the hidden treasure of Yorikata. That's exactly what I suspected.
So who is this Saburo Koga?
Well, according to the old books, author Kiran Muroi, there's a mythology that's older than the Shinto writings. The myth states that this character, Saburo Koga, the ruler of Uomi, discovered a huge haul of treasure hidden underground. However, Saburo never made it back to the surface. Instead, he was turned into a giant serpent and had to guard the treasure thereafter.
So, do you think that my father was trying to find Saburo Koga's treasure?
Yes, I'm sure of it. And I believe the reason he was killed was because he found it. My guess is that this is the location your father was murdered.
The only one who will ever get close to Brahman is Takeshi.
What is it?
Look, the stone horse is just broken and nobody even touched it.
The head of the Kikuchi clan is always called Kikuchiko. It is a very old name. It is recorded as Kukuchiko of the country of Kuna in the Gishi Wajinden in the 3rd century AD. In the 4th century AD, the Kuna region is recorded as being populated by the Kumaso people, who were descended from the original inhabitants of Kuna. At this time, they warred with the Yamato imperial court. Now, the descendants of the Kumaso are known as the Kikuchi clan, and they gathered at Kumamoto Prefecture in the main house of the Kikuchi clan. The present head of the clan, Kazuhiko Kikuchi, is the 73rd Kikuchiko in the dynasty.
Kikuchiko? I suppose this is a bad omen for us, isn't it?
You're wrong. It means that the time has come. According to legend, it means it's the time that the heavenly dappled colt is torn to pieces and Susanoo, the god of darkness, appears on Earth.
Somewhere near here.
You are entirely correct. The place is in front of you.
You're here, Takeuchi.
They already know each other.
I read the Secret Journal of Shinano. Where is Saburo Koga's hidden cave of treasures?
You'll find it behind that stone relief of the Buddha. It's been hidden well in ancient times. No one would ever have dared to despoil a likeness of the Buddha.
It's bigger inside than I thought. My God, what happened here?
These people have been dead a long time. They won't hurt us now.
Is this Saburo Koga's secret cave?
Indeed it is. According to ancient Shinto manuscripts, Saburo Koga reached the country of Hyuman in the Great Underground Land. It seems probable there were people living in this cave even before that time. Look, here's pottery from the Jomon period. The only one who will ever get close to what happened here. The way the bodies are lying, I would guess some sort of massacre probably took place here.
Hey, Takeuchi, I really don't care what happened here. Where's the damn treasure? That's what we came here for.
Come and look over here. This skeleton is far more recent than the others in the cave. It could be the remains of Saburo Koga himself.
Look at its skull. Aren't those teeth marks?
Possibly.
The cave goes on further in. It's the treasure. Damn it, it's pitch black in here.
There's something else in here.
My scar! Takeuchi, what's that thing you've got in your hand?
It's just a clay figure I found in the cave. It really is a most intriguing piece of work. It's quite a frightening figure. 8 serpents cover its body, which leads me to believe it's a representation of Izanami from the world of the afterlife. She was the mate of Izanagi.
Are you sure we should leave Suwa?
Yes, we must go on to Izumo.
What if Saburo Koga succeeded in stealing the treasure after all? Wouldn't he hide it here in Suwa?
You don't trust my judgment at all, do you? There are some letters carved into the chest of this clay figure. It says, "Within my motherland, the underworld land of Katasu."
Amazing you can actually read that old stuff.
Naturally. The land of Katasu in the inscription refers to the ancient province of Izumo. Ah, so you've woken up now, have you, Takashi?
Master Kikuchiko, we've just passed through the Kanmon Tunnel.
Good. We need to get to Izumo as soon as possible. I feel sure Takashi will be making his way there as well. Orion's Belt. It's so beautiful at this time of year. Quite exquisite.
The only one who will close to Brahman is Takashi. There is an ancient legend in the folklore of Izumo, which tells of when Izumo was ruled by the Yamato Imperial Court. The god Takeminekata, the son of Okuni Mushi, matched his skill with an enemy captain by the name of Takemikazuchi. In the battle that ensued, Takemikazuchi pulled off Takeminekata's arms as if they were blades of grass. Takeminekata fled from Izumo to Suwa, where he surrendered and, according to legend, was then enshrined there. The exact location of Takeminekata's Suwa shrine has remained a mystery. But if you recall, the creature where we found the clay figure had no arms.
You're saying the monster that we saw in that cave was the god Takeminekata?
That's right.
What the hell? My god, the flames have failed!
Darkness. It's the god of darkness.
I've been waiting for you.
What's happened here?
It's a terrible car crash. They're really shifting when they spun out of control and hit the wall.
Look, the old guy's still... The driver's had it.
Look, half his head's missing.
Takashi.
I understand that you are confused. However, it was destined for you to come here. Exactly as you will find written on this stone tablet. It is pointless to try to determine when this destiny was ordained. It may have been over 1,000 years ago, or it may have only been decided when you received the symbol on your shoulder. Either way, it doesn't matter. The fact remains it is ordained.
But what does this symbol mean? And who are you? Tell me your name.
I am the highest truth.
I
am eternal serenity, therefore the universal power. I control all of time and space. I am Brahman. Onamuchi and everything else you see before you is but a small fragment of the fabric of creation which I control. It is your destiny to become my alter ego, Atman.
Alter ego? I don't understand.
This is the symbol of our covenant. You will become Atman.
Large rocks found in the mountains and other spiritually empowering places are sometimes known as Iwakura. They are considered to be the seats of the gods. It is thought that when the gods come down to this world from heaven, they habitually arrive and rest at these boulders. This is referred to as the Boulder Creed.
Oh, what's that young man doing? I gotta be cool. Excuse me, do you know this boy?
Yes, he's traveling with me.
Oh, I see. Well, I think he may have hurt himself.
Yes, he fell over while he was climbing about in the woods, so I decided the best thing was to let him rest here. Come on, let's get him back in the car.
Right.
Be careful when you're carrying him.
Yes, sir.
My goodness, it's an ancient inscription. Full of ferocity, the temple visitor craves blood while the robe master invites destruction.
This cut is really nothing serious. It's nearly healed up already. There'll probably be a scar, but I don't envisage any other complications. Right, well, I'll be off now.
Yes, thank you.
Brahman. I am Atman.
Brahman? Atman? Takashi now has 2 holy marks.
According to the secret journals of the Kikuchi clan, which have been handed down to us through the generations, an heir will appear among us to receive the inheritance from the Jamon period. And as we know, the clan is composed of the Kikuchi family, the Oga family, the Osumi family, the Ogata family, and the Aso family. The Kikuchi clan's line is descended from the very first people ever to live in ancient Japan.
Yeah, but this boy isn't a member of any family line of the Kikuchi clan. So for what reason would the holy marks appear on him?
Takashi's parents are both members of a different clan, but it is also a line dating back to ancient Japan. It's a clan of the Musashi region. So,
you're saying he's going to be the heir to the Kikuchi clan?
Maybe. I can't be certain yet, but I've got a clue. This was in Takashi's pocket. Aso, this is your specialty, so check it out, please. There's something I want you to see.
Well, I really ought to be getting home. You see, my mother will be getting worried about me.
You needn't worry about that. I've already contacted her. It's okay for you to stay with us.
So does my mother know who you are then?
She's known me for a long time. I'm surprised she hasn't mentioned me. Anyway, I'll tell you about all that later. Well, it seems that the moment your car hit that wall over in Suwa, you rematerialized here in Kyushu. Do you recall anything about it?
No.
Well, no matter. There's one more thing I want to show you over here.
The Takahara burial mound?
It's a burial mound from the 6th century. It's administered by the Suwa Shrine.
Suwa?
Yes, you see, I don't believe it's a coincidence that you started out in Mitaka, went to Suwa, and ended up here. There's a pattern to your journey. We can't get into the actual shrine, but we're able to see it. Take a look at the paintings in here. When I first saw that picture of the horse, I was immediately reminded of the heavily dappled colt. The red marks on its body could be where it was flayed. There's a stone effigy of the heavily dappled colt, which has been handed down for generations in our clan. It's a representation of the holy horse which the founder of our clan, the god Susanoo, flayed and threw into Amaterasu's weaving room in Takagamahara after he left Urabara. Yesterday, I had a strong desire to see this wall painting again, and it was that desire that brought me here to Kyushu. But instead of seeing the painting, I found you. So I think it was the heavenly colt guiding my steps.
Huh?
What's up with Takeshi?
I think he's in some kind of trance. Daita, you go and check on Master Kikuchiko. I'll follow Takeshi.
Master Kikuchiko! Master Kikuchiko! So what happened in here, sir?
I don't know. I remember I tried to stop Takeshi from leaving, and then I blacked out. Where's Takeshi got to now?
Hayato is following him.
Right.
The only one who will ever get close to Brahman is Takeshi.
Seems to have decided to wander over every single wretched mountain in the Kunisaki Peninsula. I wonder if people in a trance can walk forever without getting tired.
What do you want?
I am a servant of Brahman, and I also serve the god of darkness, Susanoo. Takashi, are you prepared? Are you prepared? That burial mound was a marker post. Only the chosen one may pass. Only the chosen one may receive the hidden power.
I don't get it. Hidden power? For me? What is this hidden power you're going to give to me?
So you are prepared. That's good. You are Atman.
Atman?
You are now tied to Brahman, who is the foundation of the universe. You become the Tenrinjo, the king of holy revolution. Eventually you will meet with Susanoo, the god of darkness, but it is not yet time. Before you can meet him, you must first receive all of the 8 holy marks. When you have them all, you will have achieved your destiny. This is your 3rd mark.
Takeshi, are you all right?
I thought I told you to wait for us back at the house. Why did you disobey me and follow us into the mountains?
As a member of Kikuchi Clan, I have every right to be here. If It's my duty to look after the Oga family's interests.
Look, it's Hayato.
Master Kikuchiko!
Hayato, where's Takashi?
I'm sorry. When I went to contact you, he disappeared. I've searched for him, but I can't find him. Sorry.
Never mind. I'm sure he can't have gone very far. The best thing is to split up and look for him.
Yes, sir.
Found an unconscious boy? Yes, I've made him comfortable in the temple's main hall. I'd better see him.
Let me see now, it's almost time for the Segeki Festival, isn't it?
Yes, sir. High Priest Jiku is coming all the way from Mount Hiei to join in with the festival this year. You should try to sober up before he arrives.
Don't be so damn cheeky. Oh!
I can't get the Sanskrit letters on that wall out of my mind.
What do they mean?
Each Sanskrit numeral is a representation of the name of each different Buddha that's been depicted. The first is Ya, and it stands for Yaska. The next is Ma, representing Marut. The third one is Ta. And the last one is I, representing Indra.
Yes, well, what about it?
Try reading them together.
You're awake now, are you? The statues of the Buddha. That's a statue of Buddha's Bato Kannon, the horse-headed goddess of mercy. It's the attendant statue to Bodhisattva.
Horse-headed goddess of mercy?
Yes, a Buddha who saves people who've become hungry ghosts or have fallen into the hell of beasts. You see the horse's head?
Isn't the Bato Kannon usually the attendant to the Yakushi Buddha in the Orthodox teachings?
Yes, that's correct, but it's a strange combination. You see, the Bato Kannon was originally the Indian Hindu god Vishnu. Over the centuries, it's been adopted into the Buddhist religion. There's even a shrine to the Bato Kannon. The shrine is called the Inner Sanctum, and there's a relief of the Bato Kannon depicted on its walls. It's a fascinating relic.
So this is the land of Yamatai? I don't understand. What does that tell you, Kikuchiko?
Two of the Buddhas in this relief are looking at me. And just here, all four Buddhas in the Bato Kannon are looking at me. This is it. The lines of sight of all five figures are directed at this spot. Right here at this stone post.
The Segeki temple here was originally opened by High Priest Dengyo himself to bring peace to the hungry ghosts. Normally it's very quiet here, but every New Year's and during the Bon Festival, we hold a Segeki Buddha service for the dead. We have a lot of visitors at those times, mainly priests from Mount Hiei and other local temples. Listen, young man, I'm actually concerned about you. You're being haunted by the hungry ghosts. You must take great care.
I see. So you're on a pilgrimage from the temple at Mount Hiei.
Yes, I'm on my way to attend the Segeki Festival at the Temple of Mount Nobuko in Kawasaki.
Well, in that case, I wonder if you'd mind if I accompany you.
Oh, I'd be delighted.
Splendid. I was on my way to the Kuro Shrine, located over at Usahajima.
The Kuro Shrine? Isn't that the place that was dedicated to Sakuni Takeshiuchi?
Indeed it is. Sakune Takeshiuchi was a most remarkable individual. He served the Empress Hibiko in the 3rd century and 6 more emperors between the 4th and 5th centuries after that. It's said he lived to be nearly about 400 years old, and in that time, he was able to achieve enlightenment. At the time, his job was to learn the words of the gods through the shrine maidens. He was a sort of medium through which the gods would speak to man. If I'm not unworthy, I should like to become a medium between the gods and man myself.
Speak no evil, see no evil, and hear no evil. If I want the answer, I must find it for myself. Wait a moment. The horse's eye is just a hole. I can feel something like a lever in there.
Hey?
This must be the gate to the Celestial Rock Cave.
Hey, Hayato! Look in this temple. He's inside.
Right. Watch him. I'll get Master Kikuchiko.
It looks exactly like the cave at Suwa. It was about 10 years ago that I went into Saburo Koga's secret cave, and it was just like this.
Is this really where the land of Yamatai was? All records of Yamatai cease around the end of the 3rd century. Do you know
The
why?
only one who will ever get close to Brahman is Takashi.
Something happened to Yamatai, and it was destroyed instantly, much the same as the underground land of Suwa. There was supposed to be a giant snake here, which sounds a lot like the legend of the giant serpent of Yamata, which is an ancient story that originates in Izumo. The snake is thought to be a metaphor for a natural disaster that occurred. However, some believe it to be the same snake killed by the god Susanoo, who was worshipped by the Empress Himiko, and I think this is Himiko's tomb.
The sarcophagus is empty. Maybe this isn't Himiko's tomb. Or do you think somebody stole her body?
Look. I found a chop seal. It's been cut in half. It says Shinki. This word was recorded in the ancient writings of the Gishiwa Jinden. The emperor of the Chinese country of Qi declared Himiko as Empress of Japan and gave her a chop seal decorated with a purple ribbon. I'm quite sure this is the seal that Himiko received from the emperor of Qi.
Kikuchiko, come and take a look at this a second. There's something written on the lid of the coffin.
It's in the ancient writing. Can you read it?
Empress Himiko, bear this seal and serve the god of darkness. You may gain immortality through the sacred water.
Immortality? Let's have a look inside these other 2 coffins. My guess is it's her younger brother and her successor, Toyo. They're all empty, but I imagine that they were always empty right from the start. That's because none of them ever died in the first place.
I understand. I see it all now. This is what you really wanted. You've used the Kikuchiko clan to find the secret of immortality for yourself.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm not remotely interested in that. In fact, if we do find out what the secret is, I relinquish all my rights to you. But in return, you have to agree that I keep this gold seal.
It's agreed.
Master Kikuchiko! Sir, are you there?
What is it, Hayato?
Huh? Oh, Master Kikuchiko, Daita and I found Takashi.
Excellent.
I'm gonna stay here. There's a few things I want to check out here before I go.
You can do as you see fit.
He's at the Segeki Temple. Daita is watching over him.
Oh, look, there's the temple. It won't be long before we're there now.
Daita? Daita? Huh? Oh! Oh my god, Daita. as if an army's been through here. What could possibly have done this?
Whatever's happened to the temple?
Kikuchiko!
You're the old man who was in the car crash in Suwa. Your name's Takeuchi, isn't it?
What caused this hole in the floor, Kikuchiko?
That's what I want to know.
I could explain how it's been caused.
Huh?
Many years ago, I don't know exactly when, the hungry ghosts were sealed up in this hole.
Aren't hungry ghosts supposed to be restless spirits from hell?
Correct. I don't know how they ever escaped from hell to begin with, but the Tendai sect developed a secret ritual which they used to imprison them in here. Under the constant guard of the battle cannon, they have never been able to escape from their prison. Until now, that is. This is the fulfillment of the prophecy on the Iwakura that the boy was lying on. The temple visitor craves blood and the rogue master invites destruction.
Kikuchiko, do you think that the ghosts got Takashi as well?
No, I don't think that's very likely at all.
What should we do? Should we look for him or go back to the rock cave?
Did you say a rock cave? Kikuchiko, have you discovered the remains of Yamatai?
What? You mean you know about the old country of Yamatai as well?
I see, so you did find it then. My God, I hope you weren't so foolish as to touch the spring water in there.
Those who seek immortality and eternal youth must immerse themselves fully in the spring. God, this is it. The spring. I can live for all eternity and always be youthful by bathing in the spring of eternal life.
Whatever you do, you mustn't touch the spring water. No doubt about it, the lure of eternal youth and immortality is a dangerous trap for the unwary. Yamatai was about to be destroyed so long ago, Himiko and her closest advisors tried to use the spring to evade death. The fools! One, it gave them eternal life, but at a terrible price.
I won't let Kikuchiko play all high and mighty as the head of the clan now. I'm gonna have the inheritance of Yamatai for myself.
The only one who will ever get close to Brahman is Takashi.
What is that thing?
It's the woman you were with, or rather it was. She's been turned into one of the hungry ghosts that Priest Jiku spoke of.
You mean that thing? That monster there is Mia?
I'm afraid so. The lure of eternal youth and immortality has seduced her, and now she's paying the price. It is impossible for the human body to endure longer than its normal span. To achieve immortality, it must metamorphose beyond recognition. See, this creature bears no signs of humanity whatsoever. It's evil. Himiko and her advisors were changed into this form, and they've spent the last 1,000 years or so imprisoned in the Segaki Temple. Shh! Go away! Go someplace where you belong. You saw that? Don't involve yourself further. Goodbye now.
Wait, how do you know all these things?
You must seal up the rock cave and make sure it's impossible for anyone to get near that cursed spring again, huh?
I said wait!
Just who the hell are you, and why do you always seem to show up wherever I go?
Listen to me, Kikuchiko. You may have been used to doing whatever you felt like as the head of the Kikuchi clan, but let me assure you, Brahman and Susanoo are powerful deities and they will not tolerate your meddlesome interference. The only one who will ever get close to Brahman is Takashi, do you understand?